Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on Sketchup with the free version of Sketchup for the web. And in this video we are going to see how to create a component, why it is useful to create component, and how we can do this. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course SketchUp free for the web is available, so if you want to learn SketchUp, this version, starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. Second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software, and second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to create two elements that I will convert to a component. The first will be something like a table. So I can start with a rectangle, just like this. I will create a table, maybe 2 meters. I can enter 2 meters, comma, and maybe 140 centimeters, just like that. I will create a small extrusion just here, and I will type just 4 centimeters. And then I will dragging and moving, I will select all this area, I will click on all this area just here, and I will convert to a group first. So I will create a group here, and after to create a group, I will move this group on the Z axis, and I will move with maybe 1 meters. So I will just scroll down below, and I will just go around this area. And something that we will do, it is to, for example, I can add a guide. So I will create a first guide here. I will click on the meter tools, and I can add a guide maybe at 10 centimeter here, another one at 10 centimeter here, another one at also, yes, 10 centimeter here, and another one at 10 centimeter here. I will create my fit. I will select the rectangle tools. I will just go around this area. I will create a small rectangle. To value, I will type 8 centimeter, 8 centimeters, and I will create an extrusion just like this on face. Oops. Yes, with these tools, and I will extrude with 80 centimeter, just like that. I will create a group with this one also. Right click, make group, just like this. Anyway, this one I will go on the right, because in the material features we can have access to bronze here. I'll just put some color just to show you. So I will click on color, and maybe I can apply some this type of on the top. Maybe I can apply this type of color on this one, and this type of color for this one, just like that. I think it's, yes, no, it's going to work just like this. Then I will select the move tools, and with the move tools, I will just place a corner, for example, this corner to my guide, just like that. Then I will duplicate, and I will press Ctrl, left click, and I will duplicate here. Then I will press Ctrl, left click, and I will duplicate here. And this one, Ctrl, left click, and I will duplicate to my guide. I will just erase the guides all around, and I created my small table. I will create another element just on the right. I will just select the circle tools. With Ctrl plus, I will increase the number of sides. Let's put, for example, 64 sides, and I will create a small circle with maybe 40 centimeter. I will create a small extrusion, like maybe 40 centimeter. Then I will use the offset tools. So I will click here, offset. I will create an offset, maybe 20 centimeters. Then I will create a small extrusion, just like this, maybe 50 centimeters. And I will select the offset tool again. I will create a little offset here, 10 centimeters. And then I will use these tools, and we will just do something maybe like this, 60 centimeters. Okay, so now let's see how to create component. So to create a component, I will go on the right first, and I will click here. So to create a component, you click on the selection tools. You select all the elements that you want to have for your component. It can be a group or different vertices, edges, and right click, you can find make component. So right click, make component, and you can rename. This one I will make, for example, table, and I will click on create. This one I will do the same thing. I will create a frame of selection, right click, make component, and this one I will type maybe object, just like this, and I will validate with create. So now I have two components. When you have a component, you will have a frame like this for your group, for your component, but the component is also a group. And you can, for example, click on the move tools, and you can, if you need, move, for example, your component. You can create a selection here, and you can have access to all different transform tools on your element. So now the component will appear on the right. When you click on component on the right, by default we have the character and we have the two components that we have created. If you click on the three dotted point, you can just edit the component details. So if you want to change the name again, apply a description, it's possible here on this area. And here we have the object, and it is same, I can edit the component. So what is the interest of the component? First things is, if, for example, you create something for a house and you want to place 20 windows, the same window, you are not going to make the creation 20 times. You just create the window one time, you create a component, and you just need to duplicate the component where you want. For example, if I duplicate this table, I will click on the move tools, I will snap to this corner point, Control to activate the plus and to duplicate, and left click, Control left click, and I can duplicate this table. Control left click, I can duplicate again, Control left click, and I can duplicate again as well. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I will select this one. I didn't put any color, maybe I can put some color here. I will select on the right the materials, maybe I can put some color on my component, just like that. So then I will duplicate, so move tools, I will click on the corner point, Control to activate the plus and to duplicate, and I will duplicate, Control left click and Control left click. One of the interests of the component is that if you edit your component, for example, I have this one and I want to edit the component. I can double click here, enter inside, and I can double click inside my group here, and I can select the face on this area. I can make the choice to maybe extrude more the face. So I can extrude more, just like that. And if I extrude more, as you can see, if I go out, first time, second time, the adjustment will be applied on all my elements at the same times. Here, if I take this one and I want to edit my component, I can go right click and you have edit component. So I can edit my component just like that. And if I want to change the material of this one, I change maybe the colors. I will apply some blue colors. And as you can see, if I apply on this face, it will be applied on all my components as well. And I can then go out just like this. So the properties will be applied on all the elements, making a part of your component. So this is why it can be useful. So as I explained, you want to place 20 times the same window, don't create 20 times the window. You just create the window one time, you place the window, and after if you want to adjust the window, instead to adjust 20 times, you just adjust one time and it will be applied on all the window. This is a principle of work. Another interesting thing that you can do if you scale. For example, I go on my component and I decide to edit the component. So if I scale my component, like using scale here, as you can see, I can scale also this one and I can adjust or adjust just like this. But if you scale outside, for example, you click here, you can, for example, scale all your components just like this outside, so you can scale. It's not going to impact the property, so it means I can also select this one, maybe I can use the scale tools and I can reduce just like that, and it's not a problem. I can reduce my component. If I edit some property, I can click on this one, I can go right click, edit the component, and I can decide to maybe double click and I can adjust again the push-pull just like this. As you can see, it will be applied here even if I scale. So it is also something important to know. Yeah, it is same. I can click inside, and maybe on this area I would like to scale maybe this part, or I can scale only the face on the top, just like that. I can click here, press Ctrl, and it's going to apply also on all the elements. The last important things, you can, for example, explode an element. If I click on this one, right click, or make unique, or I can click here, make unique. So it means if I make some transformation on this one, so it means I can go inside and I want to adjust maybe the color of this one. As you can see, this one is now unique, so it's not going to be applied. You can also explode a component with right click, explode, and in this case it's not a component, so it means you don't have the group or anything like this in this one. So this is the principle of the component. We are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to these YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course SketchUp free, so it means SketchUp for the web is available. If you want to learn SketchUp, starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link of the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you'll be able to learn. The complete course, we see all these different tools in detail, step by step, all these different features on the right in detail, step by step, different training of conception also, creation of object, creation of house, in this training course, first link on the description. Second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software, have basics of this software in this YouTube channel. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. So concretely, you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. And for our next video on this channel, see you.